Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Today's video we're going to check out the special individual interception. Now I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, some of you guys might not be able to progress and do this one yet because you might still be stuck at chapter 16. For those of you who don't know, the special individual interception, once you finish 16-35, this particular one, there will be bosses that rotate every single day. 5 bosses, if I'm not mistaken, are constantly on rotation. Modernia, Chatterbox, Blacksmith, Gravedigger, and Alpacine Mark 7 the train, right? So I think this would be the 5 bosses that rotate constantly. Chatterbox is supposedly the easiest one. So let's go. Let's show you guys, in case you guys are struggling. I think most players will be able to do Chatterbox. So what would be the best strategy moving forward? I believe a lot of characters work on this one. You can use shotgun teams if you want to. Now, I want to specifically highlight 2 burst-free characters that I think is worth noting. And that's going to be Scarlet versus Laplace. Now, I know not many players talk about Laplace per se. Laplace is something that's really unique to bosses. She's very strong against bosses. So hopefully this video is going to serve a little bit of damage comparison as well between both of them. And I will show you guys my gears at the end of the video. So let's go. Alright, so Chatterbox, gotta be very careful. So this is a team that I'm currently using. I have Litter, Modernia Scarlet, Christmas Fairy, and also Senti at the far right. I don't like that particular Chatterbox will always be aiming for my Scarlet at the beginning. So let me explain briefly how this team works or why I'm using this particular team. The reason why is because Christmas Miracle Fairy, what she does is she's going to help boost the attack, and I need a healer with Scarlet. So this is going to like be a little bit of a tangent right here. If you use Scarlet, now you are bothered with 1 extra heal. You gotta bring a healer because Scarlet has 1 skill that she basically, you know, she takes her own life and does more attack. So that's just how it works. And she will always constantly be in very low health. So you will always run into this issue. So building a team surrounding Scarlet is going to be much more complex most of the time, because if you're running Litter, Senti, they don't really provide much healing, right? So Litter provides healing for the cover, not for the specific character themselves. So you either gotta bring like Pepper or whatever. But overall, this is a team that I think runs pretty well. But there's one team that I think would be better, or would be a better substitute for this one, which is replacing Scarlet with Laplace, and that's going to give you much more flexibility. As you can see right now, Senti in the most far right, Modernia is the priority in terms of the activation for this particular team, or most of the team that I use. I like to activate Modernia's skill first as the burst tree, because she has the ability to hit in the big AoE. So if you target one of the missile launcher, you're also able to target one of the rockets alongside the way. So you don't have to specifically just target them. And of course, this boss, if you have enough damage, you should be able to destroy the weak points as soon as you can. That shouldn't be too difficult per se. Now, when the boss jumps towards you, just to be safe, I usually like to take cover. You sometimes don't have to, like sometimes the damage is not enough depending on Senti's shield. Which is why Senti is kind of clutch in this one. Obviously, there's a number of substitutes that you can try to swap around. Based on my experience, Senti can be changed, of course, to dollar or rupee depending on who you want, but her shield just gives her a lot of flexibility, and plus she helps a little bit with the burst generation. If you guys are not aware, Senti being a rocket launcher means she will be able to help you push the burst as fast as she can, right? Ideally within the 20 seconds mark. Yeah, Scarlet, you can see very always in low health. For the issue of Scarlet, I don't think I will be able to get max score for this one. Just in case you guys are wondering, the gears on all my characters are not that impressive. They are all at T8. There are some occasional T9s here and there, but most of them are at T8 gear still. So this is like kind of an interesting one to see. In terms of the skill level, I believe most of them should still be around level 4 to level 5. Alright, so now that is the finalized one. We got lucky there with the gears. We got like a tier 9 right here. Very impressive, and also one more tier 9 right there, which you seldom were able to obtain. So this is the battle statistics. As you can see, very important to take note of here that Scarlet is doing approximately 17 mil. So we're gonna try to compare that with Laplace shortly after. Round 2, let's go. Let's see what do we have right now. So this is a completely different team. actually just two of them are changed. Alright, so we're gonna swap out a Scarlet for Laplace right here, and we don't need any more heals because there's no more Scarlet, so you don't really run into issue of low HP. So this time we substitute Miracle Fairy and with Drake. Now this is a team that I believe is going to be much more accessible to most players out there, and this is going to be the better team. I highly recommend you guys look forward to if you are configuring, or let's say if any of you guys are struggling at all against Chatterbox, this is a very good team. Alright, so Laplace has a very good skill for bosses. If you guys are not aware, she has this ability called that gives her Pierce. That means she also has the ability to ignore defense. Against bosses that have high defense generally, she's able to do a lot of damage, and I will show you guys the damage at the end. Not only is this team better in terms of the damage from Scarlet to Laplace, that's an upgrade. Also, we can now take out Christmas Fairy Ant because you don't need the heal anymore, and this time we are substituting it with Drake. Ooh, Santi almost died right there, that was a bit nervous. Yeah, Drake is going to help to buff the team per se. As you can see right now, if you guys are not aware, Drake has the Burst 1 ability, or sorry, not Burst 1, Skill 1 ability that gives bonus attack and I believe bonus hit rate every time you enter into a burst state. Now obviously if you don't have Drake, who can substitute this team? Privity is going to be pretty decent as well. Yeah, Privity gives some sort of buff alongside the way, but I do think that Drake is going to be a way better one for this one, especially when you are trying to manual. So notice I'm now manualing Drake while I let the other characters do auto, and Santi is literally on life support right now, but we constantly will be able to get a little bit of extra health in return, hopefully. Yeah, that's something that I sort of made a mistake of, but spoiler alert, I did not get the perfect full run, but very close to it because something's gonna happen to Santi throughout. So I'm too lazy to restart at this point, but yeah, so we're gonna try to break the circles. Again, Modernia is going to be the priority, alright, in terms of the activation of Burst Tree, so therefore you place her, if you notice the positioning, she's at the left, Laplace in the middle. Alright, Santi is constantly getting charged upon. So I think I just need, for me personally, I just need to practice a little bit to try to aim at the rockets better. That is my biggest struggle. I'm not that, I don't know, like I think I need to practice more, not that familiar with fighting the boss. Obviously there's no way to practice against the boss, you have to use your real try, right? For Chatterbox per se, I think you fought him once in this story, but once you have fought that stage, that's pretty much the end. So the one you need to practice the most is probably the rockets. Try to see the pattern. The rocket seems to come out from the left and then go from the right, and that's when Santi died right there at the end. That's nearly the end. Wouldn't have impacted much damage, but overall this is a way better score. But you can see, even though we got a better score, you didn't get a better item. But yeah, this is the damage. 20 million from Laplace. Now 20 million from Laplace versus 17 million from Scarlet. That doesn't seem impressive, but you can see Drake was able to do extra 2 million compared to the earlier one where Christmas Miracle Ant could only do 8 million, right? So now 10, almost 11 million for this particular one. So that's a bonus increase right there for sure. So to give you guys a context, this is what I have on Litter. The gear that I'm currently using is this one. So we got a tier 8 right here. There's a tier 8. The glove, I have a tier 9. I should probably try to see if I can power that up so that she can start doing more damage. That's going to help me significantly. As for Santi, I do have one of my better gears as well. So you can see missile list. So this is all 0001. So hopefully I'm going to slowly work on improving that. Skill wise, 5555 for Santi. My litter is higher skill, 777, which I think I over-invested in my litter. That's one of the regrets that I have. I think that's a bit too much skill books. I might want to reset that, just bring it up to 6. Modernia, okay. So Modernia is going to be the strongest gears that I have, 5, 2, 3, 1. I'm not sure if you want to give Modernia the better gears or Laplace the better gear. Maybe Laplace needs to have the better gear because in that case, Laplace did more damage. So that's something that I would do as an improvement to fix upon that strategy. And Scarlet and Laplace was sharing the same gear, which is this gear right here, but Scarlet is much more invested in terms of the skill. You can see 666, and also Scarlet has the advice at a higher rank. So whereas my Laplace, you can see Laplace is having only 4444. So I will try to improve that. So hopefully Laplace is something that I am, highly recommending all of you guys to slowly push a little bit towards. You can see Laplace at rank 8. This is the bonus stats that you get from being rank 8, right? So whereas Scarlet gets way more stats. Where's my Scarlet? I think she's like at the bottom. I've already done my advice for today. So these are the additional stats because I did get a dupe for Scarlet. So you can see rank 20, 988 extra attack as opposed to Laplace right there. So yeah, I would highly recommend you guys to see if you guys can at least get one copy of Laplace at least. She's going to be very helpful against all the intersection bosses, I'm pretty sure, not just this particular one. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Laplace definitely. Is Laplace a must-have? I would say yes. If you're looking to do endgame contents, right now, she might be the best character per se. Unless you guys have any suggestions, if you guys want me to try out, perhaps I can try out Snow White versus Laplace. That's something that I can test in the future, but I gotta slowly build my Snow White first since I got her recently. Alright, so as always, if you guys haven't already subscribed, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.